Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most extreme machines ever to wear wheels, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. This is not just another hypercar to admire from afar. It's a car built with a singular purpose: to chase down the very definition of speed itself. Everything about the Jesko Absolut screams ambition, precision, and absolute determination to push past limits we once thought were untouchable. At its core lies a beast of an engine. Koenigsegg engineered a twin-turbocharged 5.0-litre V8 that produces 1,280 horsepower on standard fuel, but when you feed it E85 biofuel, the number surges to an unbelievable 1,600 horsepower. The engine is built with one of the lightest crankshafts in the world, weighing just over 12 kilograms, which allows it to rev up with lightning quickness all the way to 8,500 RPM. This is not simply about raw horsepower. It's about designing an engine that feels alive, sharp, and ready to deliver its full fury at any moment. But power without control is useless, and that's where the light-speed transmission comes in. Koenigsegg created this 9-speed multi-clutch system entirely in-house, and it allows for near-instant gear changes from any gear to any other. You don't have to step down sequentially. You can skip across gears without delay. Imagine a gearbox so advanced that it feels like the car is reading your mind, giving you the exact ratio you want before you even have time to think about it. That's how the Jesko Absolut makes use of all its colossal power. Where the Jesko Absolut truly separates itself from its sibling, the Jesko Attack, is in its aerodynamics. Koenigsegg stripped away downforce-heavy parts and replaced them with elements designed to minimize drag. The massive rear wing is gone, and in its place are sleek fins that cut through the air. The front splitter has been reduced. The wheel covers smooth turbulence, and even the smallest details are sculpted for aerodynamic efficiency. All of this results in a drag coefficient of just 0.278, an incredibly low figure for a car with this much power. And yet, even without that massive downforce, stability hasn't been sacrificed. The Jesko Absolut's elongated body, its sharp fins, and its carefully sculpted panels guide the air cleanly around and over the car, making sure that at insane speeds it remains planted and predictable. Koenigsegg engineers spent thousands of hours refining airflow with simulations, making sure that the car could not only move quickly but do so with absolute confidence. The Absolut even stretches longer than its attack sibling, measuring about 4,845 millimeters in length, with that extended tail designed to smooth airflow at the rear. It doesn't just look different. It feels like a car designed for a different mission. Where the Attack is built for cornering and grip on the track, the Absolut is designed to glide through the air with as little resistance as possible. Its silhouette alone tells you this car was born to chase records. And those records are not just theoretical. Koenigsegg has already shown the world what this car is capable of with its 0-400-0 test. The Jesko Absolut rocketed from a standstill to 400 km per hour, and then braked back to zero in just 27.83 seconds. Let that sink in. 18.8 seconds to reach 400, and just over 9 seconds to come to a complete stop. These are figures that rewrite what we thought was possible for a production car, proving that this machine is not only about ultimate top speed, but also about control, stability, and safety at mind-bending velocities. So how much does it cost to own such an engineering marvel? The Jesko Absolut carries a base price of around $2.84 million, and then there's an additional premium of about €753,000 just for the Absolut specification. And that's before you start adding customizations, taxes, or logistics. We are talking about a hypercar that pushes well beyond the $3 million mark, placing it firmly in the realm of the ultralight, where price becomes less of a number and more of a symbol of exclusivity. Inside, the Jesko Absolut blends stripped-down purpose with bespoke luxury. The cabin is dominated by carbon fiber and lightweight materials, yet every detail can be customized. Owners can choose from Alcantara, exotic leathers, and unique finishes to make their Absolut one of a kind. But make no mistake, this is still a cockpit designed for driving, with digital displays providing real-time data, and controls optimized for precision at speeds few can imagine. 2 seats only. Because this car is not about practicality. It's about an experience unlike any other. The driving feel is another area where the Absolut stands apart. By giving up downforce, it sacrifices some track performance compared to the Jesko Attack. But that's by design. This isn't a car you take to a tight, technical circuit. It's a car you unleash on long straights, open highways, or closed stretches of road built for high-speed testing. It's for the moments when you want to feel what it's like to bend reality with acceleration and watch the horizon collapse toward you in seconds. Stopping power is just as impressive as its acceleration. With advanced carbon ceramic brakes, massive calipers, and perfectly tuned aerodynamics, the Jesko Absolut is able to safely bring all that speed under control. Think about it. Slowing from 400 km per hour to 0 in only 9 seconds is not just about powerful brakes. It's about stability, heat management, and engineering perfection. The Absolut doesn't just go fast. It also knows how to stop faster than nearly anything else on the planet. Exclusivity is also a huge part of what makes the Jesko Absolut so legendary. Koenigsegg will only build 125 Jeskos in total, including both the Attack and the Absolut versions. That means only a fraction of those will ever be Absoluts, making it one of the rarest hypercars in existence. Owning one doesn't just put you behind the wheel of a car. It places you into a global community, so exclusive that each example becomes almost mythical in its presence. This is not a car built for every road or every driver. It's not the machine you want for city traffic or even for typical racetracks. Instead, it is designed for those rare and extraordinary moments where the world gives you the space to unleash it fully. When you can stretch the definition of speed itself. The Jesko Absolut is about chasing a horizon that never seems to end. And the experience of doing so is unlike anything else in the automotive world. Owning one is about more than the driving. It is about becoming a custodian of a technological masterpiece. Maintenance, servicing, and even transportation are highly specialized, requiring factory-trained technicians, custom parts, and sometimes global logistics just to keep it running. But for owners, these are not inconveniences. They are part of the ritual. Part of what makes the Jesko Absolut so rare and so revered. In the wider world of hypercars, the Jesko Absolut stands as a philosophical statement. While others chase hybridization, electrification, or extreme track focus, Koenigsegg dared to ask if there was still room to chase pure speed. The answer is this car, a machine that doesn't shy away from the challenge of physics, but embraces it, bends it, and stretches it into something that borders on science fiction. The name Absolut could not be more fitting. It speaks of purity, of extremes, of chasing absolutes in every respect, absolute speed, absolute performance, absolute ambition. This is not a car that compromises. It is a car that embodies a singular purpose and wears it proudly in every curve, every panel, every bolt of its construction. And yet, for all its extremity, it still remains road legal in many parts of the world. It meets the requirements for emissions, for lighting, for safety, and for durability, which makes it even more remarkable. This is not a prototype or a fragile record car. It is something an owner can keep, drive, and treasure for years to come, even if its natural habitat is a world far beyond normal roads. What the Jesko Absolut ultimately represents is human ambition. It is a symbol that even at the peak of automotive engineering, we are not done chasing. There is always another frontier, another record, another barrier waiting to be broken. For Koenigsegg, the Absolut is proof that the spirit of innovation is alive, and that the hunger for speed is not going anywhere. In the end, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut is not just a car. It is an engineering marvel, a cultural milestone, and perhaps the boldest hypercar of our time. With its 1,600 horsepower V8, its lightning-fast light-speed transmission, and its aerodynamically optimized body, it stands as a machine designed for one purpose: to become the fastest road-legal car the world has ever seen. With a starting price of $2.84 million and an added premium for the Absolut configuration, it is as exclusive as it is extreme. But more than that, it is an icon of ambition, a legend in the making, and a reminder that the quest for speed will never end.